Hey guys, so a few days ago, Aniston and I posted a video on TikTok letting you guys know that we wanted to do a Q&A video on our YouTube channel. So I asked you guys to leave your questions in the comments, and I want to go ahead and do a part one. There's a ton of questions. There's 194 comments on the video right now. And even though a lot of them are repeat questions, it would just be way too long of a video if I tried to do it all at once. So we're gonna kind of do like a part one now. I'll do a video and then I'll stop and I'll finish up probably tomorrow or something like that. But I'm not going to attempt to say everyone's username because I don't want to mispronounce it and screw those all up. So let's get started. The first question says, why does Cohen take medication and what kind is it? So he is currently taking an ADHD medication. I don't want to say what kind it is, but it's working really well for him and he's doing like amazing in school. We couldn't ask for better results. It's fantastic. Can you do a nighttime routine? Yes, I will definitely do a nighttime routine video. I think I will probably do it maybe next week since the kids are starting fall break. Night times are just kind of hectic, and so it might be easier to do it if there's not like actual school the next day. Where is your dream vacation destination? Anywhere with a beach. I've always wanted to go to Australia for some reason, so that would probably have to be my dream vacation destination, or even, I know, cliche, but Paris, or honestly anywhere. Get me out of here. I need a vacation. What inspired you to do lunchbox videos? I saw a lot of moms on TikTok posting like all their kids' meals, and I hadn't seen anyone do a lunch video for school. And I knew that my kids started school really early, so I thought, well, no one else has done these before, I'll try this. And I honestly didn't expect it to take off the way it did and for so many people to like it. And then I just had a lot of people requesting that I do more, so I started making more, and they just got more and more popular as I went on. Why is Annie getting eye surgery? So she's having eye muscle surgery. We haven't scheduled the surgery yet. We're waiting on the doctor for that, but it's the same surgery she had about a year and a half ago. Yeah, about a year and a half ago. And she has perfect vision. Her vision's 20/20, but she just needs surgery on the actual muscles in her eye. Would you have more kids? I would not. We are done having kids. We feel like our family's complete. Are your kids ever picky on food? So my only picky one really is Cohen, I would have to say. He's extremely picky. Aniston is not picky at all. 99% of the time she will try whatever and she usually likes it. Jackson is not picky either. He's not quite as adventurous as Aniston is, but he's not a picky eater by any means. What's your favorite vacation spot? We love Disneyland and we love the beach, so those are probably our two favorites. Anywhere with a beach and Disneyland. When are their birthdays and how long have you and your husband been married? So we just celebrated our 13-year wedding anniversary 3 weeks ago or so. And then Jackson's birthday is July, Cohen is May, and Aniston is January. How old were you when you had each of your kids? 22 when I had Jackson, 25 when I had Cohen, and 28 when I had Aniston. What do you do for a quick and fast lunch when you're running late? So if I need something quick and fast on the go, I'll even take, I'll make a yogurt bowl in a Tupperware and take that with me. I've done that several times to baseball games, like road trips, things like that. Even a trip to the zoo when I pack lunches. Those Dr. Praeger veggie burgers that I really like are also quick and easy to take on the go. I always have hard-boiled eggs in the fridge, so even if I just grab a hard-boiled egg, a string cheese, something like that with protein, those are probably my favorite go-to for like a quick and easy lunch on the go. What are your kids' favorite subjects to do in school? I would love to see them talk about what they think of school. So I'll have to do a video with them over fall break and have them talk about like what they think about school and stuff. Because honestly, I'm not sure what the boys' favorite subjects, they change a lot. I would have to say right now, I would guess probably science and math for them. And then Aniston told me earlier today that her favorite thing at school is art. What is your favorite meal recipe that you made on your page? So my favorite one that I have posted so far, it's on my TikTok. I don't think it's on my channel. Would probably be the oven roasted chicken and vegetables. I think it's because you can do so many different variations of it. You can do all different kinds of marinades, use all different kinds of vegetables, and it's super easy and super quick. Each family member's favorite food. So Jackson's is probably pizza or chicken pot pie. Cohen's is hot dogs. That's his favorite thing. And hamburgers. He loves like when we grill and make hamburgers. Aniston's favorite is probably spaghetti and mac and cheese. Chris's favorite, because this is each family member's, Chris's favorite would probably be steak or burgers, and my favorite is anything like, I love Mexican food and Thai food, so those are like my favorites. Favorite lunch food. So for the kids, the boys really just love sandwiches, but they also like to do the Lunchables and all different kinds of things. And Aniston's favorite lunch food, hands down, is salad. She's obsessed. So I guess that kind of goes back to their favorite food. You can add salad to the list for her because she loves it. Is it hard having a big family? I don't necessarily, I guess, view us really as a big family because a lot of my friends have 3 kids, and I know people that have 5 kids, 6 kids, 4 kids. I would say the biggest thing that makes it like hard or difficult would be just how busy we are. With both the boys playing baseball, Aniston in preschool and doing dance, and she has her speech therapy and all that. Our schedule is crazy. We are crazy busy. And then on top of that, Chris teaches 2 nights a week. So I would say the hardest thing is just how busy we are. But I feel like our schedule is pretty normal compared to a lot of our friends that are all in sports and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's just kind of like a busy season of life, I guess. We're gonna miss it someday, right? Why does your daughter go to school 2 days a week? She is in preschool, so she only goes 2 days a week. It's just what we chose for her, and it's just what worked best for our schedule because she also does speech therapy 1 day a week and dance 1 day a week. So it's just what worked good for us. Sorry, I'm going through the comments because there are repeat questions and some are just like nice comments that people are leaving. So I'm picking out the questions that have not been read yet. Are you guys a blended family? We are not. Can you do a prank on your husband video? I have one posted, not necessarily a prank, I guess, but where I scared him on my page. And then I do have another video that I took where I did prank him, but I never posted it on TikTok. I think it's still in my drafts actually because he cusses in the video and I knew like the TikTok police would be like, oh my gosh, he said a bad word. So maybe I'll post it, or I guess I could even try to post it on here, but it's a really short little video. Have you lived in other states besides Arizona? So I am from Washington State, born and raised, and I lived there all my life until we moved here 7 years ago. Chris is actually from Ohio, and then after he graduated high school, he joined the Army and got stationed in Washington, and that's where we met. And then, like I said, 7 years ago, we moved out here. So he's lived in a few different states. Out of all the lunches you make for your kids, what is their favorite? I would have to ask them because they have a lot of favorites. They're always like, that's my favorite, that's my favorite. Jackson loves, actually probably both, because they request it all the time, even for snacks at home, is the salami and cream cheese roll-ups. Even Aniston is obsessed with them. What is Jackson's favorite subject? I'll have to ask him when he gets home. He's at baseball practice right now. Favorite restaurants in the East Valley. So I love Garcia's. It's a Mexican place in Chandler. I love Pescado Borracho. If you like seafood and Mexican food, it's like a fish taco place. It's amazing. They're fantastic. And they're in Gilbert at Williams Field and Val Vista. And I also really like the Phoenicia Cafe, Phoenicia or Phoenician, but for Greek food. They have amazing gyros and Greek fries. What do they want to be when they grow up? I'd have to ask the boys because that changes all the time. But I actually asked Aniston earlier today and she said a painter. She's really into painting and art now that she started school. How old is she? She's 4.5. How long do you plan on packing the kids' lunches for? I plan on doing it for as long as they want me to, I guess. Their school goes until 8th grade and they don't have a cafeteria, so they need to take lunches. And a lot of the times the kids are in the kitchen with me 95% of the time, making the lunches alongside of me. So when Jackson says, I want pigs in a blanket, that's my opportunity to say, hey, do you want to make them with me? And most of the time, pretty much 9 times out of 10, yeah, I want to make them with you. They love to help in the kitchen, whether it be cooking dinner, breakfast, lunch, desserts, anything. All 3 of them love to help in the kitchen. So I like to take that as an opportunity to like teach them like life skills, like here, you need to cut this up or you need to do that. So most of the time they're cooking right alongside me, helping me pack their lunches, and they're always picking out what they want in their lunch. So I'll keep doing it as long as they'll want me to. I don't mind doing it at all, and it honestly doesn't take very long at all. So I know I have a lot of people that comment like, You're not helping them any by doing this for them. You need to teach them life skills. They should be packing their own by now. And I can assure everyone they can and they do pack their own lunches. This is just something I enjoy doing for them. I guess that's kind of like my love language, showing and like, you know, doing things for other people is showing that I care. And I just like that it's something, like I said, that we can do together. The kids can help me with it and I can teach them how to make things that they request. And it's just a good opportunity to do something together. How did you meet your husband? We actually met on MySpace. Sorry, I went blank for a second. So a lot of you might not know what that is, but we met on MySpace. Best family memory, that was probably our first family vacation, which was to Disneyland when Aniston was 14 months old. It was like our first vacation as a family of 5, and it was a blast. We had so much fun. What's the hardest part about being a mom, and what's your favorite? That is a really good question. The hardest part is, I think it's more to do with like my personality, is I'm the type of person that feels like I have to do everything and everything has to be perfect. So my hardest part about being a mom is doing everything, being the one to do it all. The stress and the anxiety can really get to me sometimes. So I would have to say that's the hardest part. Also, as I mentioned earlier, Cohen has ADHD, so that has kind of been a struggle, but he's honestly the sweetest, happiest, kindest kid I've ever met in my life. It's just dealing with the constant like go, go, go. He doesn't just sit very often. The best part about being a mom is just seeing, I know it sounds probably cliche, but like seeing what they accomplish and these amazing people that they are, and seeing them do the right thing that you've taught them when they don't know you're watching or listening, or being told like, oh my gosh, they did this or did that. So it's the hardest job I've ever done, but it's also honestly the most rewarding thing I've ever done. And I wouldn't change a thing. My 3 kids are complete opposites and I love it. They are 3 completely different people, and they all 3 have amazing qualities, and there's not a single thing I would change about any of them. They're the best. I think I'm gonna do 2 more questions and then we'll wrap this part 1 video up because we're already over 12 minutes, and then I will come back and do a part 2 in the next couple of days. How do you decide if your kids get juice pouches with lunch? I know they always have water. We have a fridge in the garage that's solely for drinks, and we keep it stocked with Gatorades for baseball. I'll buy Capri Suns or Kool-Aid Jammers, things like that. And I usually save those for when my nieces come over or they have friends over. Like last Saturday night, I had my girlfriends over and they brought their kids. So I usually save them for that kind of thing. Sometimes we have extras in the fridge, and if the kids ask to take one, then sure, why not? Take it with your water. How did you come up with their names? So this will be my last question on this video. They were honestly just names we liked. So Aniston, my husband's grandma pretty much raised him, and her name was Anne, so we wanted to incorporate that in her name somehow. So at first we looked at it doing it as like a middle name, but then we loved the name Aniston, and we do call her Annie a lot, and a lot of our friends and family do as well. The boys, they were just names we liked. Both of the boys have middle names after relatives. Jackson's is after my brother. His middle name is Scott, and Cohen's is Richard, which is after my husband's uncle and my grandpa. So they were just names we liked, just loved them, and didn't really have a significance other than, you know, like the middle names obviously after family, and Annie being after my husband's grandma. But a friend pointed out a couple years ago that all of our kids' first names could also be last names. So I guess that's kind of like a theme that we have going on that we never even realized we did. So we still have a ton of questions on here, and I will do another video as soon as possible finishing up the questions. I might have to even do another 1 or 2 videos about it, but maybe I'll get some of the kids to join me for the next one, and they can help me answer the questions if you guys have any. But thank you so much for all the love and the support. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, please, and turn on the bell notifications if you want to get notified when we post new videos. Thank you so much, guys.